Good morning, traders. Welcome back. Can everybody hear me okay? Kind of lost my voice today, so sorry about that. Hold on one second. Just want to see a couple of things here. Good to see you all. All right. Good to see you. Good morning, Brian. All right. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Grant. All right, everyone. Well, welcome back on this lovely Monday. Got a lot of stuff going on this week. We're going to talk about some of the earnings. We're going to talk about what's happening with energy stocks. We're about a week away from election, so there's a lot of things going on. But before we do that, let's cover and talk about what happened last week, because last week was actually a really good week. Hopefully, everybody came to on-site, got home nice and safe. Good to see you all back here. It's great to see you all. And like I said, we're going to have one next year, so hopefully everybody can come and join us. But it was a really fun event. We had some really good moves in certain stocks, and I want to kind of talk about them. But before we do that, just also want to remind everyone, just on the agenda, you get the pop-up clock that comes up with the calendar. And today we start our new phase of classes, and you got Traders Talk at 12 o'clock, so you don't want to miss that. All right. But regarding about what's going on, let me just, before we go into the watch list and talk about what happened last week, I want to talk about a couple of things that we need to focus on going on to this week. All right. So basically, it's big tech earnings this week. All right. You got Apple coming out. You got Amazon. You got Google. They're all reporting earnings this week. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. It could make the market be very jumpy, depending on those earnings that are going to come out. We saw what happened with Tesla last week. Tesla did phenomenal with their earnings reports. And, obviously we didn't have to trade Tesla. A lot of us trade TSLL. So that one did really well. And they're still looking pretty high. I'm not a fan of them right now because they are coming up to some big major resistance levels going back at the end of September. But you know what? If it does break it, we could probably see, like on TSSL, we can go to 15 or maybe even a new high. But we got to break through that major resistance levels before we do that. A couple of things that's been a little uncertainty. People a little nervous on the interest rates. People still waiting what the Fed's going to do. There's still like a little uncertainty going on. I think the market's going to be a little jumpy when it comes up to that. Energy stocks are heating up too. You see what happened this morning. Oil is down. Shockingly, I haven't seen down $4 in a long time. That's very rare. These companies also going to be reporting earnings. We'll see how they react and see what they do to the market. That's going to be a lot of also, you might see some big moves on some investment firms. Once again, you got the elections that are coming up this week. I don't know if you guys were so focused on, once again, not getting political, but we have to get political because of, we're a week away from elections. But previous President Donald Trump had a big event at Madison Square Garden yesterday. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, what you should have been focused on is who was speaking there. Elon Musk was there speaking. They were talking about Doji a little bit. I don't know what that was all about. So I don't know if that made a little pop in some of the crypto stocks. But you got to pay attention. Look at policy. They also, I don't know if you've been watching the odds on who's been leading and winning. Right now, Trump's been leading on the odds bet on 65% winning ratio, which got to look at policies. Okay. So there's going to be some good shorts, some good longs. Some of it could be baked in right now. So some of these stocks are probably reacting to it. And watch what else I had over here. So let's watch what's happening on the early pre-market. So that obviously has a lot to affect going to this week. But it is Monday. Let's not get too crazy. But there are some stocks that are moving. But before we go through that watch list, I want to talk about some stocks we traded last week. I really thought this eFish was absolutely probably one of the best trades that we did last week on site. This stock made a great run from $1.50 all the way to a whopping $4.50. We hit right at the top. A lot of us in on-site did great on it. If you are part of this, if you get to see the archive, definitely go on that day. I think you guys will learn a lot from it, how all the students that were in there knew how to get in and out of it. That one did pretty well. Drug was also another really nice mover. Drug is kind of weird. It's kind of holding here. It's building a funnel. I'm keeping it on the watch list. So that's another thing. Another stock that's been doing great, once again, getting back to the Madison Square Garden Trump rally yesterday. I don't know if that had something to do with it, but DGT, Trump's media stock, is doing really well. I know a lot of us don't trade that stock, but you were trading fund. Fund was obviously a lot more easier to trade, a lot more less expensive. The issue I didn't like trading on a Friday, it was pretty volatile. It's kind of hard to trade, a lot of nasty shakes. It wasn't as fun to trade it about a week ago, but I would keep a very close eye on these stocks too. But remember, if he does win these stocks, we all know this is like rumor, right? Buy on rumor, sell on news, right? We saw what happened with the hurricane stocks. They go up, due to the hurricane, and they back off. So they might be a good short, and depending on what happens, where the election goes, usually once news comes out, usually people like to take their profit, and that will happen. If he doesn't win, they're probably going to really tank. So there could be some good opportunities there to keep an eye on that. Tesla obviously doing very well too. A couple of the stocks did really well. IBRX was a really, really nice push yesterday. And also this IONQ. I you know what? I held it over the weekend, and I kind of liked it. And I talked about this at Onsite. A lot of people always ask, when do you know when to hold a swing trade, make a day trade to a swing trade? Well, it all depends on how it closes. And the stock, obviously, you could see here, since the middle of October, started $10 at 17. I chased it, and I just liked it. It just held here pretty strong. So I held it, and sure enough, it's working out pretty well. I'm not up a lot. I'm up about 52 cents on it, and that's it. I did hold this stock right here, the LINK. It was a big runner-up, but the reason why I held it's at big support levels. So if it does break the support level, I'm going to get out of this one. So these are the two stocks I did a swing trade on it. Nothing great. All right, let's go through the watch list, because there are some nice stocks that are moving in today's market list. I want to start off with this stock right here, the biggest percentage gainer, this AMIX. So this one right here, a lot of orders were out there. They all got executed. You can see it right here. Remember, let's not focus on the left of the chart. Let's focus on the right of the chart. And the right of the chart tells us there are orders out there. They got filled. Stock is doing great. Those big buyers around here are $10. Stock's already at 16, almost hit as high as 18. Very, very strong. And so the stock is going to, can it still continue to go? Well, if you're watching on social media, that's why you guys got to come here. And that's why you got to show up here and come in our trading room. And once again, all you got to do is take your phone, scan the QR code, like us, friend us, and ring that bell on YouTube or at any of the social media networks that we're on. All right. So anyway, that's a nice little stock. That one's doing pretty well. This EVOK, you know what? I was looking at the levels on it. There was orders everywhere. You see it right here, 15, 14, 13, 11. It looks like brick and mortar everywhere. I'll put it on the B list. But we also know when the stock market opens up, sometimes they obviously make a big move. I'm putting back DJT. I'm putting back on fund, PHUN. I'm putting on this stock right here too, the IONQ. This stock's going on the watch list. All these stocks look pretty good. I want to keep an eye on them too. The ICTH. Now this one right here, there's an order that keeps showing up around $1.05. I see right here. So this one looks pretty good. You know what's nice? Because it's cheap. It's got nice little price levels. Could be right up your alley. For some of you new beginners, once again, there are some of you here that's starting out and you feel like, you know what? This is too fast for me. Well, listen, there are some slow stocks out there, so don't worry about that. This one I didn't like. I didn't like the spread. RVTC, NC spread is okay. Orders. You got two big orders hovering right here. Right here, 550, 560, and you got resistance at 620 and 630. That's a lot. 20,000 for pre-market. So that looks pretty good too. I like that. The RVNC. So that one looking pretty good right there. Glue, we've traded this stock before. The stock is a little bit all over the place. We're at 20%. That's a lot. 20%, 19%. FPay, this thing is just doing great right now. I don't know. This one just must have just picked up right now. FPay. Let's see what's happening in pre-market with this, with the orders. All right, we got two decent orders right here that showed up. Order came here at $1.60, $1.90. I like it. I like it. 45,000 shares, I don't like. Spread, I don't like. So we'll put this on the B list. FPay. Remember, half the students fail by screwing up on one of the biggest mistakes, and that is making sure it is tradable. Stock's not tradable, we don't trade it. All right, so it's right. We got warrants on this DJTWW. All right, another stock that's been doing pretty well too, and I'm contemplating. I sold it. I'm pissed off. I might want to buy it back again. Might do a swing trade, but Hood is doing great. Okay, MSTR doing great. All right, MSTR was a phenomenal stock, doing great. So these old stocks are being affected. A lot has to do because, especially Hood, being in the brokerage industry, because a lot of the banks are doing well. Technically, their bank being a brokerage firm, and also they own a very big position in Bitcoin. So make sure you have your Hood, because I want to keep an eye on it, because it's making new highs, even though looks like it's not up a lot, but technically it's been doing great. It's starting to funnel right here at these price levels in the past month. So I like that. And then obviously MSTR. All right. All right, traders, anything I'm missing before we get ready for the market open up? Anyone on social media? Anything you guys got out there? Did I not call out? It's Monday. Let's not get too cocky. Let's not get too crazy. We got a lot of earnings going on. We might be doing a lot of after hours trading. So we'll see how they trend out. I definitely want to keep an eye on some of them. What is some of them doing right now? Just out of curiosity. Where are they trading right now? So Apple hasn't gone anywhere since July. Amazon hasn't gone anywhere. All these biotechs haven't gone anywhere. They've been holding here forever. So we'll see how that trends up. Wolf, it's another good swing trade right there, Richard. I mean, day trading wise, nothing spectacular, but I like it. I'll throw it on there. It's a good one. WULF. Definitely a nice moving stock right there. All right, traders, let's get ready for the market open up. Remember, we got Traders Talk. We're going to be back here at 12 o'clock on social media. So if you missed out, don't worry about it. We'll see you back then. Just make sure you like us and friend us. You got class also that's going on. Don't miss that too. For some of you want to know how to get into our training program, talk to Education Advisor, go to our website, look it up. In the meantime, we're going to start commentary. We're going to do some live trading. Me and Josh are going to pick up in 15 minutes. So go take a quick break. We'll be right back here with live audio for the next hour, trading the open. We'll see you there. Everyone else, trade safe. All right, let's have a good week.